Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your boy Jay. Are you thinking about buying the Leatherman Charge Plus? If you are, make sure you watch this video first. Let's get after it. Alright, this is the Leatherman Charge Plus. It comes in this nice nylon case. Pop that open. Pull out the Leatherman Charge Plus. As you can see, I got it in the forest camo. Now, inside the case, it fits in there very snugly. You have a few side pockets here. You can get an extension for your screwdriver bits, but I never really found that I needed it. It does come with all the screwdriver bits you need. Honestly, I find I don't really use this too often, especially as a screwdriver, but it's in there and it has it there if I need it. Nice little belt connector here. It's a pretty decent little case. Now onto the Charge Plus. Now I have mine in forest camo. It does come with a belt clip here too if you don't want to keep it in the case. It's very strong. Works really good. Let's go to the inside first. You pop it open. Right away, you got your pliers. Now I got the black with the forest camo. I think it just looks really nice. As you can see, it does have you can buy replacement blades for it in case you chip or damage a blade. But I honestly have never even used that blade. I don't use it too much. I'm an auto worker. I work on the assembly line at Ford. So I do use the pliers from time to time, but I mean, I'm not cutting any wire or anything like that, so that doesn't really come in handy. Now, let me get my key here. I do find that these are hard to get out, but I find that with all multi-tools. So first thing we have here is the little screwdriver with the removable heads. Now, it works, it does the job. I mean, it's not fantastic. You straighten it up like that, you can close it again and just use it as a screwdriver. It works okay, but I mean, I don't find it to be fantastic by any means, but it'll get the job done. Now the next thing here, let's pop this next piece out. This is a can opener. I see these all the time on multi-tools. Honestly, I've never used one to open a can. It also has like a wire stripper there. I've never used that tool either. This is definitely a tool that just stays in here that never gets used. I mean, depending what you do for a living, it could be a very handy tool, but for me, it just doesn't get used. Now you click right here to release the tool when it's out, because it locks in. Close that up. Okay, let's get over to this other side here. Now on this other side, this one I do actually use sometimes. These are the scissors. And these are actually pretty good scissors. They'll get the job done. They're not too small, not too big. This right here, I thought was probably the most pointless thing in here. This is like an eyeglass screwdriver, but I've actually used this a lot more than I thought I would. It's actually become very handy, very useful. And then the last thing in this side here is just your pry bar. I've also used it as a flathead screwdriver sometimes, but it's just a pry bar. Works in a pinch. I've used it on multiple occasions. It's okay. Now, let me just put all that back, and we're going to get to the good stuff. Now, to the outside tools. Let's close it up. Now, on the outside, we have, this is where some of the cooler tools are. On this side here, you've got your sharpening stone. Or a file, I guess. You can use it to sharpen things. This, I never use. I have a sharpening stone for when I sharpen my blades. And I don't really find the need for a file very often. But maybe somebody out there is filing stuff a lot. Maybe they'll need that. But me, I find that pretty useless. Now, this is your regular knife blade. It locks. It's good. It's sharp. It comes sharp out of the box. It's a really great knife. I mean, it is what it is. It cuts things. It does what you need it to do. When you're opening a box or you just need a small knife, it's perfect. It gets the job done. Now on this side here, let me pop that out. You got your saw blade. I've never used this to cut down any trees, that's for sure. I mean, I'm sure you can cut a branch with it. But I mean, I'd probably just break a branch. I wouldn't use this to cut it. So I find that to actually be quite useless, but I mean, maybe there's somebody out there who uses it quite a bit. But again, the size of a branch that this would be able to saw through, I wouldn't saw through. I would just break with my bare hands. So, I don't know, maybe somebody's getting some use out of that, but not me. This right here was actually the biggest surprise for me. This is like a weird serrated edge blade here and a gut hook at the back. I honestly use this knife more than the straight edge knife on the other side. This has become the primary knife on this thing for me. I love that serrated edge. I love how it cuts. It just cuts like butter through any boxes or anything you're doing. I also like the gut hook, believe it or not. I've never used it as a gut hook, but I have used it to cut through a piece of rope or to cut through some tape on a box. Just grab it and cut it open quick. It does work fairly. And that's it. That's all the tools here. Come back for my final conclusion and see what I think of it. It's honestly a great tool. Okay, final thoughts. What do I think? That's why you're here, to see what I think about it. Well, honestly, I love it. It's great. It feels like it's got a really high build quality. I mean, I love the Force Camo color. It's gorgeous. It's a very pretty multi-tool. The only downside, I would say, is that I just don't use it. That could be because we're in COVID right now and I'm not really working too much. But, yeah, even when I am working, I mean, I just don't find a lot of use for it. I love it. It's a great tool. It's very sturdy. It's high quality. If you think you'll use it, definitely get yourself one. Now, I'm going to say again, this is not a sponsored video. I bought this for myself. This is my everyday carry. I carry it everywhere I'm going. And this one's mine. No one paid me to do this video. This is my honest review of it. If you want to get yourself one, I am going to have a link below. It's the Amazon link. You can also get it on their website. And if you want to get yourself one, I do get a small amount of money if you purchase it on Amazon, but it's not much. And it just goes to helping out the channel to give me more stuff to review for you guys. So, yeah. If you want one, click the link below. Go buy yourself one. It's a gorgeous little multi-tool.